Hello. Many mainframe shops are not using SNA anymore. Release 11.0 of XCOM for ZOS allows to communicate with the XCOM server or initiate direct transfers without the need of using SNA. This video explains how this can be accomplished. When you send an XCOM transfer to the XCOM server on the mainframe, this is a transfer using type equals schedule. The connection between the XCOM job, which represents the client, and the XCOM server is realized via VTEM, even if the transfer itself is done via TCP/IP as shown in this example. Even for a direct type equals execute transfer without communicating to the server, a VTEM ACB is opened, regardless if the transfer is using the TCP/IP network only. You can see that an ACB was used in messages XCOM M0008I and XCOM M0015I appearing in the job log. When TCP/IP is used as medium, that ACB will not be used, but if there is no ACB available, the transfer fails. With release 11 of XCOM for ZOS, you can use the new parameter SNA equals no in the default table to tell XCOM not to use any ACB for transfers, but instead a TCP/IP connection. To get this new parameter to become effective, you need to perform these two steps. First, add the parameter SNA equals no to the default table you are using. Then, assemble and link that table. Now, without having to restart the XCOM server, you can use that new table for transfers. When performing a direct transfer using type equals execute, there is not more to do. Having the correct default table in the parm field, simply specify the IP address or name of the recipient system in parameter IP name in the sysin01 card of the XCOM job. A VTEM ACB is no longer needed. When doing a type equals schedule transfer via the XCOM server, you need to specify the location of the server using parameters stcip and stcport in the parm statement of the transfer job. If you omit stcip, the result will be message XCOM M0817E stcip parameter missing, cannot connect to server. If you omit the stc port, the port number will be taken from the value of parameter serve port in the specified default table. The IP address and the port the XCOM server is listening on are documented in the job log of the server. The port is shown in message XCOM M0788I. The IP address of the server is in message XCOM M0819I. If you do not want to use SNA in general for XCOM transfers, then you need to specify SNA equals no in the default table which is used in the start job of the XCOM server. After the default table has been assembled and linked, simply restart the server to get that change become effective. Then the server will not use a VTEM ACB anymore. This concludes the video on XCOM transfers without using SNA. Thank you for your attention.